What's going on, LA? It is great to be here with you all today, Saturday afternoon, and it feels so good. Come on, crowd, let me hear you. Make some noise, make some noise. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and it has been a pleasure to be here all weekend long, but we have plenty more action on the way. And let's just go ahead and bring out your first team representing Hot Atlanta. It's the Atlanta FaZe.
And it's done!
Arcitys, he has a family, my friend!
Count that big.
Might be down as the nade doesn't land, and aBeZy! What a nice two-piece that was.
Atlanta FaZe is going to attack from the other side through pillars. They don't care. They said, we're going to water steps. Next offense, we're going right back at it.
Simp just doing it all. 30 seconds on the clock, and Cellium a huge win, a huge finale, and a long drop, and it's done. FaZe!
Welcome to the stage, the Atlanta FaZe! You hear the crowd chant MVP for Simp, who just clocked in the regular season MVP award. #1 in control, #1 S&D, #1 in hardpoint, #1 in your mom's heart. The Atlanta FaZe have got it all in spades, and they are here to try and claim a title that has eluded them all year long. Your starting lineup, it's going to be Arcitys, Simp, aBeZy, and Cellium. Give it up one more time for the Atlanta FaZe. But now, it's time to bring out their opponents, the one and only Dallas Empire.
It's all on Insight, and he's done! Empire! Well, no, they were ready for attacks this time, and Shotzzy putting them on skates! 3, what a play from Empire! And aLLeY! Shotzzy over the top, the slide, and that's the movement.
Seconds left, Sky tries to jump it, but it's Vivid who bounces back here.
Let's go!
And here they come, the Dallas Empire! Here to defend their crown as the Call of Duty League champions, and of course led by one of the most polarizing men in esports, Crimsix. This squad has a chip on their shoulder here as we are witnessing a rematch of the COD League 2020 Winter Bracket Finals and Grand Finals. Could lightning strike twice here today at the Galen Center? Shotzzy leading the team as a Slayer, but here is your starting lineup. Vivid, Shotzzy, iLLeY, and everyone's favorite player, Crimsix. Give it up one more time for the Dallas Empire! All right, folks, but now it's time, the moment you've been waiting for, the Winter Bracket Finals. Los Angeles, I need you to let everyone at home know what they're missing, so make some noise! Let's send it to your casters, Miles and Chance.
Thank you very, very much, Alex. We can't wait to get into this one. Truly going to be an absolute show. The crowd's well and truly involved, and we hope you are at home as well. Galen said, I've got a few requests because you've been very vocal today, and it's been amazing to be back. Can I ask for a few things? Is that cool? You know what I'm going to ask for. Can I get a skirt? That was great. Can I get a shoosh? Can I get a oh yeah? That's made my day. I'm going to die a happy man. Right, Chance, let's get into this one. Winners Bracket Finals. This is going to be a treat. I'm going to hell for that one, but can't wait.
It's going to be such a good time. This is the winners finals rematch from last year. It is 2 organizations and a bunch of players on these squads that are ferocious. And it honestly is just such a good setup, man. We have Shotzzy, who is just, he is one of those guys you watch him play and you just want to retire on the spot because you know you are never going to be that good. And on the flip side, you got guys on FaZe. Well, you got the tiny tears. What more could you possibly ask for?
We'll see, though. Again, Shotzzy looking to go back-to-back world champions, maybe back-to-back MVP as well, though. We'll get the game fuel keys to victory now for the Dallas Empire up first chance. There's your boy, MVP Shotzzy right there.
I mean, think about how ridiculous it is, the fact that he's got the #1 KD in the tournament. Atlanta FaZe, they had the hot 3-0, and he still has a better KD. The man nearly has a 2.0 in hardpoint. Again, MVP, he has come out in full form at champs, but iLLeY, he is the true factor for this squad, right? Rainbow Ray has talked about it a fair bit. Once you get a team around him that is really playing just that fundamentally sound COD, iLLeY, if he knows what he needs to do on the map, he has success like no other, and he has been having himself a tournament. And this is the guy grinding in his bedroom for God knows how long, living in the online world. Well, he has showed up so far on LAN.
Shout out iLLeY. We'll see what happens though now on the other side of the stage. Game fuel keys to victory now. Chance for Atlanta FaZe.
I mean, dude, we're looking at these maps and they are terrifying. They get their bread and butter for the 2 and 5, and if they can lock down those searches, they will be in a phenomenal spot. And they are leaps and bounds ahead of the rest of the league when it comes to first bloods. Obviously, that is aBeZy's wheelhouse. We're looking for that guy to pop off in the map 2, in the map 5, and obviously the control, it doesn't need to be said, but they have been the best team in the game 3. So that means they have a good spot to get that 2-3-5, and honestly, it's not like they need it because their hard point is devastatingly impressive as well, but it's not just that, it's their communication, right? If you have been the best team the entire year, they've got the game figured out, they know what they need to do, it's about working together and executing, and as long as they're calming well, they are gonna have a field day here at Champs.
We know what they need to do. Here's where they'll need to do it. Garrison up first, double dose of raid for search and control, then Apocalypse hardpoint. Map 4, a spicy one indeed, Chance.
And that's the biggest question mark, right? Of Atlanta FaZe, instead of going to one of their strengths, they're actually attacking one of Empire's weaknesses on Apocalypse. So they're getting a little bit of spicy, and that might come into play, right? Because that's a little bit tougher to prepare. Normally, you know exactly what maps Atlanta FaZe wants to play. Just a little bit of a curveball, put a little bit of sauce on that map 4 pick, but that's only if we get to it, because they had a 3-0 for their first match, and you know FaZe, they have a 3-0 in their sights again.
Oh, they'd love to get that 3-0, but it's going to be one hell of a tall order. Dallas being one of the formidable teams coming into this event, they've looked absolutely outstanding so far in the competition. We've heard the desk, we've seen their picks, and we will see exactly what happens now. Garrison hardpoint, map #1, records on your screen there. Bit of a favorite there, chance has got to be said for Atlanta, but still, anything can happen here at Champs, and quite frankly, it usually does.
Well, I think those were some overall map records, right? But for these maps that we have, right, they are phenomenal for both of these teams. It is the Empire's pick. This is where they wanted to go on Garrison for this map #1, and they really want to set the tone. And again, I mean, pick a player of who you want to start on board with first. It is just some of the best SMG players we have in the world. And oh my God, here we go.
Map 1 of the winners bracket final here at the 2021 Call of Duty League Championships is now underway, and it's aBeZy to draw the first and the second blood. FaZe with the early time. We'll see how this one goes, how long they can hold it for, but Dallas, that counterattack will be quick, fast and furious. On the minimap, the gold arrows will be Dallas, the white will be FaZe, and oh my word, aBeZy, it was a 3 spree. Now it comes to a close. Opening time, FaZe, Dallas on the counterattack.
Oh, they're on the counterattack indeed. You're putting in work in and around the hill. Shotzzy again. Best KD we have had so far this tournament. This man, when he gets hot, literally cannot be stopped. But right now, he's just trying to play around that time, right? You got the top green control in Dallas right now. Nice and secure for that rotation. iLLeY, he is playing as the safety net, but this is good time. Simp, though, finds his way through. He's able to pick up 2. He's causing the chaos on the rotation.
For that rotation, top side of the map, we're going to be looking towards that next hard point. That's exactly where Cellium is. Currently on a 3 spree. This position he's been in all year long. The man who finds the angles, little nooks and crannies that he can abuse to his benefit, and he has done that all year long so well. Time now ticking in favor of Atlanta FaZe, looking to push this lead ever further. iLLeY though, shout outs as he makes his way forward. The crowd starting to get involved here at the Galen Center.
Atlanta FaZe though, they just demand perfection. Shotzzy, well, he's trying to find his way to break through and stop him. They're gonna get it. Vivid flying out of top green. He connects with one, and hey, at least the break is in. A nearly bungled P2 hard point, but Dallas Empire making up for it in the re-break. And well, you see who's in the feed, right? It is iLLeY picking up some pieces. And again, when he's on point, he can be a machine. That Roto, though, Vivid, he is going all the way back. These are the key battles. And Empire, actually, they're taking their time. They're looking to chop down these players along the way. That's why you see Simp wrapping back. But in the meantime, this has been so much time the Empire have collected, looking like they're going to be able to tie this one up and potentially take the lead.
Going into third now, tied up. Dallas with position now on the map. We'll see if FaZe can pick up the final few seconds and make their way across. Still, Shotzzy's going to be the player to slow them down, and he will do nothing of the sort. Simp, a nice kill, pushing these players forward now. And again, the kills back and forth. It's Vivid on the defense now. aBeZy, Mr. Entry Man of the Search and Destroy, tries to take down iLLeY. Forward they go. Cell, aBeZy finding those kills, and now you have FaZe in the hard point.
FaZe in the hard point again. If you're getting these breaks on the P3 time, this is what you want to do. Just keep them out of the hill, force them back, and don't let them collect any of this money hill time. And well, they are doing it. The ARs right now showing up. Cellium's able to find two. iLLeY the next man potentially on the jumping block, but he takes them both down. Say your prayers and kiss him goodnight. He picks up two, and well for FaZe, now they're worried about the spawn trap.
iLLeY's not done just yet, though. The pace still being set by him, and Dallas now with a 9-second lead. It's going to change after this one. Map control all theirs. Dallas with a bit of momentum. Perfect time now to go for a listen in with the Dallas Empire.
He probably bricks or something.
Yep.
Dark cell, we're looking for Alec Green. In the dark?
Alexx back bricks.
Just
get kills, get kills.
Yeah, I'm big dark.
Yo, he's going top green, for
I
sure.
agree.
Yo, oh, mid.
Yeah.
Underground and bottom float. No.
Green dead.
One guy's on me,
One shot,
Nice.
Yo, catch it, mid-takes. Weak, mid-takes.
Where'd he go?
Nice shot.
Yo,
I
behind
think
me
it's
as well.
yeah, he's top green.
Alright.
Yeah, he's top green.
Top green. Weak, bottom, mid-take.
He's mid-tank, wheels.
I'm coming.
One shot mid-tank.
Some mid-tank.
Watching a hanger.
Watch him,
Hanger cell.
Take your time, get
Underground right
wheels.
now. He's jumping up their side.
Top green right now.
I'll see underground.
There's a trophy behind me. Nothing float.
Like shot pocket.
Any challenge?
G2 out.
G2 dead.
One take mid-tank. aBeZy.
Yo, top float. Cell dead.
Mid-take on hill.
Okay, where's Hill?
Yo,
Yo, he's top cat.
Hill on me, Hill hurt.
Top green.
Good shot.
Top green.
He's
Great box.
Just spawning green now.
Just hit might be close to trees.
There you go. Take routes.
You go left here.
Yeah. Oh, top green.
Oh, yeah, one puncher.
We're good.
I don't see anything.
Sliding across.
One's still gray
Yo,
box.
yo, mid-tank and one guy's back
Top
up.
green.
Top green.
Top green.
No.
Top green.
He's above. He's dark, Simp. One shot. Low foot, one shot, Simp.
I need
Yeah,
it.
maybe one. Oh, this is dead. Yo, Simp push out hanger. Push hanger. Simp dead. Simp push hanger.
Yeah, I'm
Are
looking.
you?
Waiting for him.
I don't see him.
Alright.
Well, chance we had the listening there again, Dallas. Intensity in its own right, but still feeling a little flat in the gameplay.
That is a different level of focus. Those four guys are locked into their own screens just for the gameplay. It's worth pointing out, Simp was getting close to streaks. He gets shut down, so Empire starting to find some of these key kills, but obviously down by 30 points. And, well, right now it is just tough for either team to start collecting this time, but it is pieces back and forth. The ARs having themselves a great time, able to pick up a couple, and Crim can't make the play. Atlanta inside, and most importantly, no one's in the back, and you see it. Empire now, they're the team that's starting to spawn out, but it right now is chaos on this map.
It's a difficult hard point to get into. We're going to see what these players can do. It's going to be Crim in the closest position. Simp, though, looking to find something there through vents, trades, back and forth once again. Atlanta still retain the lead. The first set of hard points now about to come to a close. We go back towards the center of the map, a fresh sweep, as these teams look once again to push the lead forward. Dallas currently sitting in a strong spot, but they will not have control going into the next one. Good stuff out of Simp once again, 14-6 overall, the regular season MVP, having a ball.
And we've had so many breaks and so many spawn outs and stuff like that. This is turning into a slay heavy game. It's Simp, the man leading the charge, 15 to his name right now, and finally gets taken down, but his teammates still collecting all of the time in the hard point. But right now for Dallas Empire, you're down by 50 points. They got broken on P2 the last go around. You see they're still setting up, trying to be secure, a little bit of pressure over towards green. They cannot afford to lose it. More importantly, this is still a ton of time on P1. They need to find a way to get through, but they can't. All four go down in Atlanta. Flip the map on its head.
They're trying to find that time. Here we go, though. Dallas on the point. The contest is there. Simp from up high, though, looking to cut these players out. And aBeZy, once again, it is back and forth. And I take it back. It was back and forth until Simp gets involved. It's a 3-spree for Simp. It's a 3-spree from Cellium. And now, Dallas, they've got a long and dangerous run across map to get towards second.
Simp, though, he is just a machine. I mean, this man is the walking two-piece in mid. map, and he just cannot be stopped. It's a force spree, it's a rotation. Atlanta FaZe clicking right now, just like Golden State in this moment. Already got a massive lead. You're looking for score streaks. He got the rotation, Simp, and well, he's going hunting. iLLeY, the man in his sights. He can't find the kill, but there's the next. Still, the score streaks, that's a 5.
Looking to get it done. He was cut short moments ago, and now Simp desperately trying to stay alive. Look at the movement right now. The man's playing out of his mind. All takers. It took 3 of them to bring it down at that moment in time, and aBeZy will try to get the swift retribution. Over to Cell, though. His 5 spree still alive and kicking, as again, the hard point remains in the hands of Atlanta FaZe, and that scoreline keeps going up. 5 still for Cell. 19. Make it 20. And that's a 6 spree, and we're looking at streaks.
He can't be stopped right now. He's even going for the wall bangs right now, but it's 20 kills for him, 20 kills for Simp. Right now, Atlanta FaZe popping up. They might be thinking about the 100-point club to start their day, but we are rotating over towards the Money Hill Empire. If they want any opportunity to try and get back in this game, it needs to come off the back of a full 60, but it just got that much more difficult. The artillery has been secured.
7, 8. Here come the streaks. Let it rain. Forces Dallas back. An opportunity now to make their way forward from Atlanta FaZe. Cell still keeping the play alive. Shotzzy finally brings him down, and for now, that's all good. You keep the hard point. iLLeY gets dropped by Simp. Shotzzy now steps up to the plate, and it's going to be Vivid who helps out there with the Semtex, and man, it is getting furious in here. But again, Chance, that 200-point club. What can Dallas do? Get out of it. Get into the 100s, into the triple digits. As Vivid starts to get things going. 18 and 21 from him so far. The final 20 on this hard point should be theirs. And Dallas save themselves the red face at the end of this one. But can they finish the race and make it all the way to that 250?
It is just such an uphill battle that Dallas are working from right now. They are getting bullied in this match. And again, it is purely just from the slaying, right? You got Cellium 22 and 13, Simp 21 and 11. It is a massive disparity, and Vivid gets shut down after he went on a 5. Empire, though, inside the hill. They're dealing with the split spawns for the moment. So they got a lot of direction. Look, iLLeY with a nice one, but over towards the actual hard point, FaZe wins every single gunfight right back inside the hill, and they're right back to about that 100-point lead.
I have no idea how Cell got that kill, but I'll take it. He's on a 3 spree again now, 25 and 13, as we start to make our way back into this one. Dallas trying to hold it down, and it's not happening. Once again, Atlanta FaZe, watertight defense, final 30 here on Trash, and they're going to be picking it up, and Cell, sweet Jesus, he's on a run now. 5, looking to get streaks once again, potentially. Crim back on down. This is not a fight you want. Don't shell him. He's on 1 today.
He gets to a power position, and he cannot be killed. 2 separate 6 sprees where he's up top, and he's got the angles as well. Crim, he's hiding behind a van, and he's gone. 7 spree potentially just to end the game. Get iLLeY out, get in the hill, and maybe go for that rotation. All the streaks in the world. It is the victory lap of a game number 1. Atlanta FaZe setting the tone.
And it was your 2020 All-Stars 1v1 champion Cellium to get it done. We saw the face of the crowd. Pumped indeed. Atlanta FaZe have come to play. There's your stats, 250 to 118 in map number 1. Didn't quite make the 10-minute mark, but Chance, that was one hell of a start.
Oh my God, well the start was from Simp, right? But look who had the finisher, Cellium. 5,400 damage, nobody in the lobby anywhere near him. Untouchable performance from Cell, and my God, that's just how he's starting his day.
And here's an alternate look at that battle between iLLeY and Cell that we can show you now here at Champs. And again, madness as iLLeY picks up those 2, and the run now. This is Cellium's perspective at that exact same moment. Trying to find those kills, and just unbelievable stuff either way. Chance, iLLeY ripping them down. You see how fast these moments happen. The reaction speeds from both these players and teams, non-stop. Chance, every decision these guys make, it has to be perfect at every time. COD is a game of inches and pixels and milliseconds. You're seeing moments like that right there.
They're just completely dialed in. Absurd gameplay that we have had. These guys locked in, ready to go, but map 2 coming up after this break.
I'm legendary. No, I'm legendary. You know, let's go. Out of the dust, a legend is born for the game, born for the throne.
Call of Duty League is presented by Seany, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Seany Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting seany.com/gaming.
Legendary. I'm legendary. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I'm legendary. You know. Let's go. Out of the dust, a legend is born.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget you can play Pick'ems live all weekend long. And for example here, which player will draw first blood on round 1 of map 2 Search and Destroy? I'll give you one good guess. It's down there in the D section, and it ends in Z. That's your guy right there. aBeZy might be doing that one, but don't forget to scan that QR code, get involved. Live trivia happening all the weekend long here at Champs.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that was 56% for aBeZy, and that just means we have 56% of the people that pay attention to the gameplay. So it is very much one of those things where I just watched map number 1. FaZe look dialed in. I mean, they are making decisions incredibly quickly, but here's a look at your 2020 champs. And keep in mind, Empire, that's when they had the advantage. They got that 5-1 win, but throughout the 2020 season, FaZe were teeing off on them. There was a 5-1 record against Dallas. Empire never had a response until champs. Well, what have we seen this year? Atlanta FaZe, best team in the game, no questions about it. They've had the edge on Empire, no questions about it. But here we are at champs. Empire looking to recreate that same success, but again, I just got to imagine, man, the way FaZe were playing that first one, we're seeing Cellium call in artilleries in a half a second. I didn't know you could do it that quick. This man is locked in, ready to go. Just dropped 5,400 damage. The next closest were his teammates, and they weren't in the same ballpark. And we're going to a raid where if you want to keep the pace at that high level, oh, you are welcome to. You can run it down.
This is the same map and mode that Atlanta FaZe won their first major right back at the start of the season against this very team. We'll see if Dallas have managed to shake off that same sensation as we roll now into our map number 2. Here in the winner's bracket, again, we are playing for a spot in that grand finals. We are playing for an opportunity to be crowned a CDL champion. And Chance, this crowd's loving it. And John, we're loving you, crowd! Galen Center! Map 2, let's get it!
And I want to see the break. If I'm FaZe, I'm sprinting straight out of middle of the map, down ring. I don't care. I am playing aggressive. And they had it. And they're looking for the middle of the map. It's the square up. And at least Cellium's there to get one. Looking for the next. Look at aBeZy going hunting. There's the first in Crim. He knows what the deal is. He's got to run away and just wait because aBeZy waiting to pounce.
Whoa.
There's the next. Give him the last one, Crim. Waiting for his demise. And there it is.
Holy shit.
Can you imagine the fear in your heart where you peek out a kitchen, you see 3 FaZe players that Cellium kicks off, and you know for a fact aBeZy is gonna be in your face? I mean, how much more confident do you want the kid to be? He might not have gotten the first blood, but he cleaned up the crew and he let them know.
Hey, the Pick'ems have been screwed all year long. It's absolutely fine. But man, what a round it was for him. A little bit of extra sauce there. What is it about kitchen and shooting bodies? FaZe seem to love it. It's where they get the job done. Cooking up a storm into the second round. We go there on defense. Atlanta, what an opener. Dallas now, what have you got on attack as we're going to make our way through mid, and it's over the ring we go.
And I love this, right? If you are just getting bullied out, you need to find some way to slow down the pace, slow down this gameplay, and honestly, just wait for aBeZy to just poke his head around some corner and try to take him down. But Shotzzy, he's got the timing. aBeZy gets caught, and there it is, the first blood for the response. Simp though delivers. He responds in kind, trying to stay alive, but he is in an Empire sandwich. He gets taken down. Main advantage for the Empire.
3v2. Shotzzy's trying to make his way through the back. Here comes Arcitys, though. Going to bring that Krig now forward. Shotzzy throws some shoulders. This is going to be a tough fight to win for either player, but Shotzzy with the advantage now. The health advantage. Cell, though, with the position. Has Vivid sniffed this one out? Cell can't finish it. Oh, great job from Vivid. Last player left alive now, and the 1v2 is Arcitys. And, oh, baby. Brings the Diamati to the arena, and now it's going to be a 1v1. It's the main ARs on either team, and Arcitys, he's equipped! But Crim wins the fight. Dallas equalize.
And again, any moment that Empire can just slow things down a little bit, catch their breath, talk things over, that is the kind of route that they need. A little bit more systematic, because if I had to take a guess, as to what Atlanta FaZe are about to do once again on offense. They're going to try to punch him in the mouth. aBeZy fiending for these first kills like a rabid dog waiting to pounce. And he's just waiting for that countdown timer to click, and his left stick forward, he is ready to go.
Get the bomb, boys, come on. Here we go, though. Straight into the fray, we have it. It's Crim's first blood. Arcitys with the immediate rebuttal, and now bomb slowly but surely making its way in towards the A-bomb site, but that's Vivid. What a read. This timing has potentially hindered FaZe here in this round, but we'll see. The Simp now wrapped back. Map control mostly sitting in mid-side now for Atlanta FaZe, but on the defense chance, Dallas looking at B as well.
And right now there's plenty of trust being put into aBeZy, right? The sole player roaming middle of the map, and now he's going to help him out. Vivid though, he spots out the information, but he's getting hunted down. aBeZy looking for him, he's got the jump, but now he can feel the pressure. Vivid calling out to his teammates, he needs the help.
It's a 3v3, we're all lining up for this one. aBeZy, oh, he gets dropped by iLLeY. Involved indeed, Arcitys now getting into the fray. Simp, no, on the site, looking to find the flank here quickly, and I think we may go to B off the rep here, but ooh, iLLeY may be making the read. Shotzzy, the timing on this is exceptional. iLLeY got there so fast, he ran past Simp. Simp checks that corner, there's the opportunity for disaster here, but the clock's still ticking. 25 seconds now remaining, and we are at a stalemate.
And plenty of time though. They're playing it slow, they know how much they have to work with, but now they're being forced. Empire not making mistakes, you gotta make a move. Where are you going with this bomb, Simp? He's going towards B, but iLLeY just waiting for it, and it falls in front of him. You gotta finish the kill, and they don't have enough time to plan it. Actually, no, Simp. Simp's got it. He's got the time. He's gonna get this down.
iLLeY's got to make the run. Shotzzy could be the hero here. Can he find the kill? Whoa, the shot punch comes through. There's one player left. It's Arcitys. He's got to watch the bomb, and Shotzzy now trying to get this done. Can the Diamante strike again? The answer is no, and Dallas. What a funny round that one was. They will now take the lead.
And that, again, Empire systematic, the decisiveness, right? It is as soon as Vivid spots out the information, that's one of those gunfights. You jump up, you see aBeZy, and I know how Vivid likes to play. 9 times out of 10, he's going for the kill, but not a chance. He knows he needs the help. He gets the support, and then even right after that, iLLeY, quick reposition over L. You got coverage over both bomb sites, and again, the strat is on point.
And what a story for Vivid as well, joining the roster late after a bit of drama. The difficulty in getting him gelled in the system as quickly as possible. And now, champs time. We saw them go to a best of 9. Their final map against this very team Atlanta FaZe, they looked incredible. Now Vivid, you're seeing all that hard work come to his gameplay. And now another attacking round for Dallas, up to the lead now. And it looks like we're going towards B.
And I want to know how aggressive Empire are going to be willing to be. Well, aBeZy's hopping over. He gets taken down. The trap was in. And that's the way to shut down the first blood Røkkr. A couple trades do come through. And look at where that bomb is down. Arcitys, if he can see it, Empire, good luck trying to pick that thing up. And everyone's falling one by pull steps. aBeZy might get first blooded, but his team is there. And Empire maybe a little bit over aggressive after they found that first kill. They just got picked apart.
Talk about Shotzzy so far again. He's had an exceptional tournament so far, MVP caliber indeed. Currently sitting at, what, 1,100 damage, going into this round. The man is having a very good run. On the other side, though, it's aBeZy catching him up. 918. Both these players, the champions of their rosters.
And right now, FaZe are 2 for 2 for just like, what, triple stack in the middle of the map, immediately getting that control. It is typical on defense that you're just gifted mid-map. FaZe so far have not let it happen, and even still, Empire, I think they're responding. They're not trying to swarm the middle of the map anymore, so it's a 2-2 split for them. Now FaZe, again, they can slow the pace down too, go for the repositions, but that B bomb site looking fairly open for the moment.
Oh, there's a lot of gunfire rattling over by the pool though. Nades now towards kitchen, Shotzzy backs up, here comes the fight, and it's aBeZy. What a battle this will be. Look at these two silhouettes dancing around those door frames, and my God, you do not want to be involved in that kitchen fight. aBeZy dips out, trying now to reinforce the B bomb site. Crim with a long line of sight. He should be able to catch aBeZy here. We'll see how fast the reaction is, but Cell's now bringing the fight from poolside. Look at these angles. Both these teams are working with charts. We have coverage on B. Here comes the plant.
Well, they got the bomb down, and again, they got better control, and Cellium finds the first blood as well, and now this is the big problem. You got the control of Vivid, though. He's trying to pierce his way through the middle.
Over the top he goes, finds one on Arcitys. Cellium still alive on the inside of Tiki. You still have bedroom open. Cell, he's hurt. aBeZy gets involved as well. A nice nade from Vivid. His play is still alive. Over towards iLLeY now. The last bastion of hope here for Dallas in the round. It's a 1v1. Simp, the reposition right now, and this is going to be huge. Can iLLeY with 20 seconds on the clock, find it. He saw the top of Simp's head, and that is it. The fight is on. The hunt now. 15 seconds. If iLLeY can get the kill quick enough, this could well and truly be it. He's made so much noise, and Simp's just going to sit pretty in the corner. He's not moving. He's not going anywhere. There's not enough time. FaZe patience pays off. 3-2.
And those two players in a 1v1 against each other countless times. They have had that battle, but Simp with the advantage, and he does not let anything get away from him. Nice round, honestly, for both teams. Even Empire, after getting blooded in that spot to force it to the 1v1, they certainly put in some work, but just a clean round from Atlanta. Taking care of business, and offenses right now having themselves a dandy time so far on raid. But now it'll be Empire's turn to attack. See if they have a response. I mean, again, you want this back and forth game. You don't want FaZe to ever get 2 rounds in a row.
Don't forget, for those watching along at home, it's 7.5 seconds to defuse the bomb once it's been planted, so keep an eye on that clock. Those players will always pounce with just enough time to stop it or allow it to happen. Cellium with opening first blood here. Shotzzy will not be in this round. We'll see him later, but again, that A-bomb site now swarming with Dallas players, and Crim levels the playing field, 3v3. Now Vivid to throw shoulders towards that back laundry side, and aBeZy, he's desperately trying to make the way in through middle, through those pillars, create an opportunity now for his boys, or we stack up back laundry and we headbutt our way through.
And they're planning for back laundry as well, but the stack is coming through nice and quick. Vivid, he's got the pressure on him. aBeZy gets taken down. It is a trade for the 2 versus 2, and it's the ARs that are left alive.
Oh, and here we go. Cellium though in the 1v2 situation, criminally. The Pope himself now with the headshots. There's the damage, the jump slide, and here comes the challenge from Crim. Surely you push him. Surely you hunt him down. Don't let him get away. He's a difficult player at the best of times. You put him in a dangerous corner like this, and Cell, he may just spring to life. Oh my God, Cellium still in a fighting chance here. 20 seconds to go. This is not over just yet. Cellium, you got to kill him when you have the chance.
Cellium is cracked. There's no doubts about it. He has 3 first bloods in this game, by the way, responsible for every single one Atlanta FaZe has gotten, but Crim putting in the work, right? He takes down Simp somewhere towards the middle of the map and wins the key gunfight there just to leave Cellium last alive. He is the greatest of all time for a very good reason. Talk about a player that knows how to win, but again, this back and forth game, and if I'm FaZe, it might be time. Go right back towards the middle of the map. They've had so much success, and Cellium has been on point with the first bloods, or maybe towards ringside, and right now it is iLLeY, the lone defender over towards ring. And he's made some noise.
Made some noise, making a lot more noise now. Flying forward, iLLeY. There's the coverage from Vivid. A nice bit of work there still towards the bomb site. Cellium, last member of FaZe over here. The pinch now from Simp through mid-map. He's going to find 1, trying to make it 2. Cellium now, newfound courage going forward. Simp! Oh my God! What? How did he walk through mid and kill 3?
The roaming player, Simp, he's allowed to just kick back and analyze the map. And I don't know where that 3rd player was looking, but the first kill's fallen to his lap, and well, the 3rd is an even bigger gift. Crim, I don't know where you thought that man was gonna be, but Simp off to the side, and again, that is communication. It is not easy. First time in front of a crowd this big in quite some time, with this type of energy, with this kind of pressure. Simp, a man that lives for the moment, 7 kills to his name. As Empire now working themselves towards A, and well, if Simp was the floating player for one team, that's Vivid on the other side. He's got a little bit of pressure through Mansion. This might be perfect for Vivid, by the way. He's the one watching the flank, and what kind of timing did number 6 just get? Shotzzy finds the first blood. Vivid able to get the next, and the round is starting to fall apart. It's working so well, and with clean shots like that, you can understand why.
It was a fast one, it was a clean one, and it was a nice 2 out of Vivid there. Shotzzy with the opening kill, top laundry. I'm amazed he got that one, but this was the timing. This was Vivid making his way forward, and aBeZy's like, trying to help. Not even like just on a half HP, a huge win.
And look, maybe he just got really good timing, but that also might have been a 200 IQ play. Let that first guy go on the flank, and well, Arcitys is never expecting anyone to check top Mansion and not have his first teammate running in front get shot at, but either way, Vivid, talk about letting, kicking back after game number 1, right? 9 kills that he has. Vivid having himself a year. FaZe right back towards A. No first bloods just yet, but Empire, this is the first time really on defense where they've been able to get at least the middle of the map. But obviously FaZe, the swarm is over towards A. And they do not want to plant this bomb anytime soon, right? It is outer laundry. I think think it's really about whether or not aBeZy wants to be taken off the leash.
I mean, it's standard stuff right now. You clear out the back, you get the bomb down, but Shotzzy, he and Vivid have made the rotation fast, and there's the kill. They get there in the nick of time. There's the shots now from Cellium. Oh my God, Cell gets 2. Can he find the third as well? No, iLLeY. The silver bullet to kill that monster, and here comes Simp from mid. That's big. It's a 2v1 now. Vivid, show us what you got against the Tiny Terrors. And they rip him to shreds. Map point, Atlanta FaZe.
In the instant chows from aBeZy at the end, but from Cellium too, just playing with his food. Reads the flank, right? And that was the strat call. They even did enough for the Empire to get that first blood, but how quick Cell is to find that response again. Dialed in right now for Cellium. Led the lobby by a mile in game number 1, and now they are 1 round away from going up 2-0 in the series. And keep in mind, FaZe, I know it's technically still early for them, but they've been perfect so far in this tournament. So Empire, they just want to force the round 11. They have been no stranger. It's going to be aBeZy. He's playing the spot, and he gets the first blood, and he's looking for food. He wants the next one to fall into his lap. He knows the pressure's on. He does get taken down, leaves us in a 3v3.
Oh, wow, Crim. Nice 2-piece. Makes this a much more winnable situation now for Dallas, still on the approach towards B. And again, look at mid-map. That's going to be where Simp is. That's his home, his little arena where he takes on all comers. Cellium over by L. Crim. Great shots once again out of the go. Looking now to hold on to it, but again, look, the bomb. Chance to make the play, they make the read. There's enough gunfire here, enough time spent here that Atlanta FaZe are taking the bait. Simp's coming for the kills.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, Crim is now left by himself, and Simp, I don't know how much time he's going to waste, and maybe the bomb can get planted today, but right now, Simp and Crim, they are in the standoff. Who is going to make the first mistake? And Simp, well, he's feeling the pressure. He's going to help out his team, but now Crim, he can be the late flank player, but Simp.
He's so smart. He's reading it. He knows Crim might still be there, but Crim, the old goat. Forward he goes, and again over towards the bomb at this moment in time, the double stack through the back.
And he just plays it perfectly. He gets all that information. Now his teammates know it's going to be back laundry. You know they're going to be coming from back laundry, and Simp trying to go so fast, but Cellium's going to fall, and Simp, all of a sudden, the man that got called out by Crim gets taken down and forces the round 11. We know that Simp lives for the S&D, always aware, but he's the GOAT for a reason. 2-piece from him, and then just making the smart plays towards the end. Crimbot engaged to round 11. We go.
Round 11 we go. 3 from Crim in the last round. And this for Dallas to level up the series, for Atlanta FaZe to go 2-0 here. What the hell are we going to see? What kind of dirty tricks do these teams have up their sleeves? Over towards B we go. And again, the double hit through mid. You've still got eyes all over that center of the map. And here comes the trophies, Crim. This is it. The battle in round 11 is about to start. The bomb will be planted quickly, and we are wasting little to no time. Shotzzy on the flank, and this should be it. The opening salvo of fire. Who will get the first blood? Who will get this party started? And aBeZy and Simp, his ears are ringing, being blasted there on the inside of Tiki. Shotzzy on the flank finds the opener. 30 seconds now. Simp still patrolling the bomb site. He wins 1. There's more to be had, and Simp lands the 2-piece. The fight not over yet, though, as Crim now comes through. Cellium has pushed it now to a 2v1, and Crim has got to go so big. Can the GOAT do it? And it looks like GOAT is on the menu for dinner. FaZe, they're eating well tonight. 2-0 in the series.
Your MVP letting them know. Screaming across the stage and ripping through in the game. The 2-piece inside of Tiki, they knew he was there. They had the nades on him, but Simp, my God, when he is on point, he cannot be stopped. Winning them that final round and making sure that they're up 2-0 in the series. The round 11, Empire have been relying on it. They've been on point, but FaZe, they were geared up, ready to go. And Cellium once again, 2 games in a row, leading the lobby in damage. Him and Simp, double-digit kills. And honestly, I mean, they got pieced up in the first blood category. How many games do you see where aBeZy only gets 1 towards the end? But for FaZe, doesn't make a difference. They had the ARs, and they had Simp for the big play.
Massive plays. I mean, the ice in round 11 after what was a great comeback. Dallas trying to keep this one spicy and real interesting, but there we go. That's 2-0 in the series. Again, a close one so far. The first hard point, not that close indeed. Atlanta FaZe came out real bad swinging, but indeed, mate, in the search we go. That was a good one. Now, though, again, we'll get to the replay. This is a tough scene to be in right now for Dallas. You know that Control is FaZe's best game mode by a long way. Is this a 3-0, brother?
It is certainly shaping up to look like a 3-0 indeed. Again, they're shooting bodies. They are confident in these guys, laser focused, dialed in. But how can this ever happen? You're in a 3v4. They know he's here, and he's barely absorbing damage. He's got a little bit of teammates for the help, but just the gunny to drop them towards the end. And you just leave your teammates in a spot. Cellium, he's top main. You got the bomb down. You know you're good. And pop off, Simp. Let him know.
Take a bow, son, you deserve it. What a performance that was from the entire team. Again, think back to that first round of aBeZy's 3-piece. Like, what a search that was. Incredible, electric stuff here in the winners bracket finals. As we're just getting things going, we've still got another map to be had, friends. When we come back after this one, it's Control. We'll be right back after this.
I'm legendary. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I'm legendary. You know, let's go. Out of the dust, a legend is born. Born for the game, born for the throne. Up from the ground.
Mountain Dew Game Fuel is the official beverage of the CDL. Buy now at gamefuel.com/CDL.
Legendary. I'm legendary. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I'm legendary. You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. Don't forget to stay tuned all day long for the chance to receive the CDL 2021 Championship Pack for free. This includes a black and gold Cold War AK-47 and a Tundra, along with Champs themes, calling cards, emblems, and stickers. I like the Better Online or the Online Warrior. I'm more of an Online Warrior these days, Chance.
I feel your pain on that. It has been such a long time being played online that I think everyone just about at this point is an online warrior. But I'm looking at this now, and again, it is Control that FaZe. It has been their bread and butter. It has been like this from day number one. And not only the fact that Control has been their best game, but the way that they have played throughout this tournament, there's no mental break after stage 5. It is the bounce back in full force. And again, these are 4 players that they have proven throughout this year. When they're on point and playing well together, there is no one that can take them down. Maybe though, the team that can finally make amends, prove that wrong. If any team can do it, it's gotta be your reigning world champs, Empire. Still plenty of gas in the tank, but the uphill battle that these guys are currently fighting, it is the Sisyphus rock that they are trying to push up. It is not a fun place to be. Good luck with dealing with that man on your screen, Simp. He's been popping off. Honestly, the way they set the tone, as soon as they come out and start shooting bodies, you know that they're feeling themselves.
I mean, this is Dallas coming today. It may seem like a Sisyphean task chance to us, but to these boys, you know they feel they can do it. They've done it before in the past. They've taken this team all the way. They've managed to take maps off them. But Atlanta FaZe feeling a little strong today. We'll see what Tyler Fellow and the squad have managed to impart those final moments again. Before we get into control, we are staying on raid for map number 3. And again, it has to be said, statistically, definitely the favor goes the way of Atlanta FaZe first across every stat when it comes to the game mode throughout almost the entire year. The chance, what special sauce do you think Dallas can really bring today? What is the difference maker for them?
I genuinely do not have an answer for you. I really don't. It is just such a tough spot to be in because, again, it has just been outright domination. There are so many times where, like, you have 1 or 2 players that are in that battle for, like, best in the game or best in this, best in that. It's clear-cut Simp, man. When it comes to control, and even if you don't want to agree with that for whatever reason, it's Cellium, the guy that's right behind him. And, well, the way that Cellium has been playing today, again, he was dominant in game number 1, goes on what, 2 different 7 sprees, gets fully streaked out, 5,400 damage. Game number 2, 10 kills, all the first bloods that he needed to get. Cellium has been a machine. And towards raid we go, and you even know that this is the map you play against FaZe, right? But it's not like FaZe care if you know about it. They got a 15-3 record. From day number 1, they have run the show in the 3rd game mode. And they're trying to keep that perfect record going through champs. They are hunting for that 3-0.
We will soon find out if they can continue that seemingly perfect run in the game mode. Dallas, this is it. They do not want to drop to the lower bracket. They want to find themselves in that grand final. But for FaZe, 1 more map win. 3 rounds is all they need. They are in that grand finals. They go to Sunday. Here we go. FaZe fans, just 1 more map. Dallas backs against the wall. Let's get it.
And towards B they go. You see so many teams. It is A off the rip that is ordinarily favored FaZe. They are happy to go the opposite direction. aBeZy, the first one in, and well, the next one to get the kill. He does get traded. Empire were ready for that pressure, and they've also left the guy Vivid over towards our Empire on defense. That is the opening break they need.
2 zones, A and B, 30 lives either side, and we're going to watch those players whittle each other down. Look how hard it is to kill Simp in any situation, seemingly. Shotzzy really having to put the shots down there to land him. aBeZy finding the 3rd in his game so far. It's 2 in a row. Stop the clock over towards B. 55 seconds on it. Will they be able to capture the B zone? That first segment coming to a close. And again, we will see. There's a lot of FaZe members here, but Dallas now the immediate counter-attack. Progress already made. Dallas on it. The push, though, from aBeZy. Good shots from Vivid's going to keep him some space now to work with, but Arcitys still moving forward. Will he be able to keep the play alive? As again, you kill 1 member of FaZe and seemingly 2 more sprout in their place.
Empire ever on the map as well. As soon as they come off respawn, they're right back towards A. Arcitys trying to keep things mixy around, but Crim there to take him down. Over towards A though. Shotzzy is waiting for his teammates. He gets back down for just a moment. Finally, FaZe have to go back to the default over towards Ring, but now they're getting picked apart. Vivid's able to find 2. You're able to stabilize, and now 40 seconds on the clock. FaZe, they're going to start to feel this pressure. They're going to have to flood this A zone and get it captured, ready to go. It might turn into a situation they could eventually get punished for going to B first.
We'll see what happens. Again, A is almost done here. The 2nd segment was closed out pretty fast, and there it is. A gone. 1 minute on the clock now added for Atlanta FaZe. 16 lives to work with. All they have to do is capture B or kill 16. Now 15 members of the Dallas Empire, and chance to doing a damn good job so far.
And Simp just won a massive gunfight too to keep the bedroom control alive. They've at least able to clear that out. And now you just get set up. Wait for those next waves of gunfights to come your way. It's Simp on point. Doesn't matter what gun he has. He's ready for the action. And FaZe, it is 4 men working their way through Mansion. They're trying to get past Pool Step.
Oh my God.
Well, they've gotten past Pool Step. Couple kills go their way. And this is the opening. Right now, it's 1 player left alive. He is gone. Bodies on point. Everyone stack it and get this B zone cleared.
This could be the round. If you get more players on point, Shotzzy's got to go big. aBeZy, he's going to keep these players back. Crim over the top rope now, but Simp from the back line. Cell gets it. There's no hope in hell. Round 1, Atlanta FaZe.
The amount of pressure Atlanta is pouring on everything so quick, so decisive in the kills falling to their laps. And this is the start of the spree. If I remember, I think this is where Crim falls on the flank. This is the moment, right? You give up mansion control for a moment. It makes your life that much easier on offense. And Simp, well, he turn that into a 6 spree. He captured some zones. I don't know if he's got the artillery just yet, but if not, he is certainly looking for it. Offensive round, very quick, very dominant. Honestly, it's not even just Simp, right? He's on 5. He's a kill away from the artillery. Cellium not too far behind.
Force brief for Cell, and again, points are really what matters there, so depending on where he got it, he may be closer or not, but Simp extremely close now to securing the artillery. A-zone progress slowly but surely now for Dallas Empire and their attacking attempts. It's going to be Shotzzy in there, Crim watching the back, Vivid's here, bit of parkour in the middle of the map trying to find those angles, and again, it's slow, but it's steady progress there. First segment is now complete on A.
I think really just Simp. There it is in the feed. You see he got the kill. I think that's going to be the artillery. And while the tiny tears are showing up, it's still a body on the point over A, slowly working on that progress. If you get the streaks, you're good to go. And with clean shots like that, you know he's going to get them. And we're on raid with 2 open zones. You're fully streaked out. And he's a score streak himself. He's talking his trash, and he's ripping heads. And with ego chows like that, how good he must feel.
He doesn't even hesitate. He's not going to pull back whatsoever. He pulls a dime out of that range. He's like, I'm going to kill you, Crim. Stay there, old man. I'm going to finish the job. He's trying to get it done. iLLeY, though, keeping the play alive now is Dallas. Not to be dismayed by that wild spree from Simp. Now the A zone captured. B is in their sights, but Simp straight off of spawn and straight into the kill feed. And whoa, Vivid. That was a snap and a half. Okay, task manager check maybe just for a brief moment there, but 20 lives now for Dallas Empire, 23 lives for Atlanta FaZe, and man, Arcitys is getting aggressive.
Well, they've at least been able to clear out bedroom, but still 1 minute and 40 seconds. It's a little bit of time, but you're dealing with the Terminators. The trades are in, but someone for Empire, they're just going to have to step up, make that clutch play, and try to get the guns hot because they're getting picked apart. Either someone for FaZe is going on a spree, and even when you're finding the kills, the trades are always in. 1.5 minutes left to try to work your way towards B, and iLLeY trying to open things up.
iLLeY's doing a great job. Shotzzy now is going to check these corners. You know he's going to peek down low. Nice shots. Takes the head off of Simp. Your regular season MVP back on spawn. 15 lives for Dallas Empire in 1 minute 10 to get onto that point. And Cellium, sneaky boy in the middle of the map. Maybe able to catch one. Damage dealt. No kill. Pressure is now on, and this is a good situation for Dallas to be in. They're going to try to find those kills. Forward, 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 onto the point. That's the goal now. Try to get there. aBeZy slows him down. 12 and 9 overall for him. Onto the point. The battle rages, though, but it's Simp who finds it. aBeZy on the front line as well. Oh, no! It's all clear for FaZe in round 2.
This is just feeling like the Simp show at this point. This man can do it all in every round. He's still got the streaks, and he does not need them. Finally, he gets taken down, but he has earned those chances and then some. He has been a machine in this game. Unkillable. But FaZe, they're going for the turtle, right? Even in a moment like this, they know if they need to slow down the pace, they can. The double stack over towards basketball. They've been here before. They will be here again. This is where they go to work.
Awesome. Immense patience. Simp, though. Cruise missile should try to help the play here. Not a whole lot of information. That's not going to land anything here. You still have those players alive in the inside, and that's going to be Shotzzy. Good job. Vivid stays alive in bedroom and money as well. So the kill's now coming through. There's an opportunity for Shotzzy to get on this one. Pushes aBeZy. Oh my God, reads him so well. aBeZy finds the kill. Too easy for him indeed. But 1.3 on the clock. Dallas find the kills, and it's iLLeY. Oh my God, that would have been it. That would have been it. A huge play. FaZe stay alive, and now it's 2-0.
What could have been from iLLeY, but of course, Simp so quick to get back in the action and there to shut him down. This is one of those moments where if you're on Dallas and you're calling out Simps on the map, you just have a little bit of extra fear in your heart to try and take him down. He's still got the artillery, and again, he doesn't need it, right? You bungle the cruise missile, doesn't make a difference because the gunny, too hot right now. A prayer is what Empire need to get back into this game.
You can see how much this means to those players. You saw their faces, the intensity, the sweat. Nothing in the world matters more. It's going to be 3 straight rounds for Dallas Empire. Atlanta FaZe, it's 1 more, and you're in those grand finals. And it sounds so easy, and aBeZy trying to make it just that. And again, the effort now from the tiny terrorists as they light up the kill feed once again. The first segment A, now a thing of the past. 2 left there on the A zone. Simp will be brought down, and again, the attack now from Dallas has got to be swift and decisive. The second segment now gone. aBeZy, sweet Jesus, he finds himself 2 more. Cellium on the other side of the map. A's gone, kiss it goodbye. Dallas, go to B. This is the Alamo.
You need 3 players right now just to take down 1 player of FaZe. Everybody's got to be together, and well, Simp, there's the next one for him. Looking for for the 2. He can't find it, and maybe some semblance of an opening. But look at how much time they have to work with. They are in their spawn. They got 2 minutes. And you are just forced to turtle up around this zone. Clean shots for aBeZy, tagging up iLLeY, and that means Simp. He knows he gets to go hunting. This is the victory lap. They're looking for the hot 3-0 in the control in the series. Atlanta, a little bit of ways left to go.
Plenty of time still to go with. And again, life counter favored towards Atlanta FaZe only briefly for now, and that can change in a moment. 1 minute and 40 seconds. Dallas Empire have to hold on to survive another round. These rounds have been close. Anything could really give between the teams. This is far from finished, but my God. iLLeY's down and out. An opportunity now to move forward for Atlanta FaZe. And again, as we try to breathe some air into those lungs, as Dallas, the adrenaline spike, the tension rising, and now the artillery falling. Simp's going to let him have it as he makes his way forward. B-zone safe, but Dallas with all the kills.
2 for 2 right there for Empire. The streaks are getting called in. They dodge them and they get the kills while it's happening. So that is a massive sigh of relief just to get those off the board. And that's a couple streaks burned. You don't have a ton of map control, but you have the gunny. aBeZy, 21 kills he has so far, and we're only in our 3rd round so far in control. And he's staying alive as well in the point, trying to get his way back. FaZe, they cannot find kills on offense. Empire trying to start to turn the tides.
Doing everything they possibly can. And again, we check back on the clock. 45 seconds now to work with as Dallas continue to hold this one down. 14 lives for Dallas, 17 for FaZe. Better make it 16. Arcitys, smooth moves for a man that we usually see with a crick. And Simp, straight on to the point he goes. This is the first time we've really seen an opportunity, but out of nowhere, Shotzzy once again. He's going to be the player now to keep them off the point. Vivid, he slipped past aBeZy there. There's an opportunity to go big here. This could be wild, but there you go. Once again, mid-map, Simp straight back at it. Shotzzy trades on point. 21 seconds, frozen on the clock, and FaZe have got 2 players in the spot now, able to maybe make something happen. But Crim, if you land this kill on Arcitys, this is a big moment.
He knows that's the battle at least in and around the hill, but Arcitys, he gets taken down the teammates. Empire trying to survive on defense. 10 seconds left, they're down on lives in FaZe. They're going to stop the clock. You got the life advantage, you got the kills, you got the progression. A tick and a half is through. Still
going though, the players from Dallas are still in a position to get this one done. 5 seconds on the clock now, no lives left for Dallas. 4, pause there as aBeZy and Arcitys get in on it, but Shotzzy from up high! He can't get all 3 as Cellium's there, but it doesn't matter. The time ticks away, and what an effort it took. All that, just a round. Dallas have to do it twice more.
Dallas Empire on the board to try to turn things around, and I don't know how many double kills they've had this entire series, but the double kill right here to make sure that you survive just a little bit longer. Try to get some win in their sails and the bounce back. This is your MVP from 2020 that is trying to lead his team back into this series. And you can see how hard he's trying, right? Shotzzy, 22 and 17. He is keeping up with Simp, almost keeping up with aBeZy. Got to start winning some of these AR gunfights on the attack towards A. They go. The opening breaks, not as crucial on raid, but you certainly want to get that rhythm going. And Shotzzy, well, he's got both guns. He got that launcher control, and a bunch of players from FaZe, they're thinking about the flank.
Oh, the pendulum swings the other way this time now. And Shotzzy on a 5 spree, and all of a sudden things look that bit brighter for Dallas now. Second segment at A gone. aBeZy trying to find those kills. There's a bit of a flank happening now as Dallas, they're going to have a bit of a contest over there, but still, this is not a bad spot to be in. If Shotzzy can keep causing discord in the back lines now for FaZe, this could be huge.
Well, now he's trapped. He's playing for streaks, but now you got players spawning on every side of him. He doesn't know what direction he needs to look. The next gunfight, he's able to win. He needs these streaks to try to get back into this game. Time is a ticking, and his teammates now over towards B. If you could get this point first for the Empire, that is the setup. It would be that much sweeter, but the flank is through, over towards Mansion, through pull step. Shotzzy cannot get any help.
Right now, hopefully, he needed it for a while, but still, over towards A you go, and that is better late than never, frankly. Trying to capture that point is everything now. As Dallas hoping to get it done, make sure that they get themselves that additional minute of time, because right now, life count relatively even. If they can find the opening towards B, good. But for now, you got yourself A. All you have to do is make it over to B. We've not seen many players capture B yet, and aBeZy. Oh my God, this is looking like a difficult gunfight. The shots he wants no part of.
Finally, a couple kills go their way. It is a similar situation. You get an SMG behind enemy lines. You're looking for some spawn kills, and Vivid gets the first, but what's going on the other side of the map where his teammates are? It's Cellium in Mansion. He gets taken care of, and this is the moment for Empire. Get rid of Simp and let Vivid go to work.
Shotzzy wins the fight over by Mansion, by Bedroom now, and he's going to make his way through to pull steps, though. Again, FaZe, they are just everywhere. aBeZy's on a 5 spree, trying to stay alive right now. The full regen comes through, and he is dipping, dodging, diving, shooting, fighting, killing. Crim, this is not a fight you want. He's coming closer and closer, and there, Crim, a big win. Staying alive, keeping the play going. Push, Dallas, push. Give us another round as Vivid trying to keep the base safe.
There's a little bit of COD timing going their way, and while the next kill is going to fall, you start to push the pace, you start to sprint forward, and Vivid looking for the next one. Arcitys going to fall. He's able to take him down, but again, it's the teammates. It's the 4-man wipe. Any opportunity Empire ever have, everyone else is just going to fall. They're down to 7 lives. Make it 6. This is looking like it's going to be a 3-0, 6 lives, 30 seconds on the clock. Empire, this is your last stand.
Cellium now just pushing his way forward. The last-ditch attempt now, the final 30 seconds here in the control. And Cell, he'll be brought down. Dallas still trying to make their way forward. Every trick in the book. Are we going to swim it? Are we going to find the kills go forward? We have to find something. Time still ticking. 15 seconds now, Chance. And guess what? Simp's on the flank. This is it. This is quite literally the dagger in the back of Dallas here. That kill seals it. Atlanta FaZe 3-0. They're going to the grand finals.
Wave goodbye as you send them to the losers bracket. Unstoppable, godless killing machines. FaZe, you win that round 11, you go into control 2-0 up. How good they must feel. Still perfect throughout this tournament. 2 3-0s, hand delivering destruction. For Empire, more COD they have to play today, but honestly, FaZe, when they're looking like that, I do not know what you can do.
One important point of the tail of this entire series, though, again, 1 round difference in the search and destroy, and this could have been an entirely different series. But FaZe prove their worth, and again, a 3-0 there in the winners bracket finals. That is a statement and a half here on the penultimate day of champs. Stats on your screen tell you everything, but here in the Galen Center, things are getting wild. And again, Simp, it's a 3-0. You're not wrong, my friend. What a show.
And I'm just thinking about the multi-kills, right? It seems like FaZe, anytime they kill one, the second is quick to follow. And on the flip side for Empire, how many double kills do they get the entire series? Like 3 or 4 FaZe. The trades are on point, the teamwork is on point, and even when they need to make the individual plays, boy, did they deliver. Simp again in that round 11. They were a man down inside of Tiki. Make sure he gets that win. It is just insanity of a match. And again, 6-0 in map count so far in this tournament.
Not dropping a single thing. Quick look at the bracket so far as where we are here in this massive tournament. And again, 3-0 there in the winners finals. We still have 2 more matches to play today. Elimination round 3 coming up next. That's going to be Ultra taking on Røkkr. And the winner of that will face that wounded Empire. We will see who meets FaZe tomorrow in that Championship Sunday, that best of 9 for $1.2 million and the CDL Championship. Ultra Røkkr, though, the true final Battle of the North here in the 2021 season. That's coming up next, Chance. That's going to be a banger as well.
That's going to be an incredibly fun match, because you got to imagine, one for Røkkr, they're going to have a ton of confidence going in, and for Ultra, an opportunity to make up for, again, you know, one of the worst losses we have had of all time. But you get the win at champs, it'll make it that much sweeter. But I just can't get over the fact that FaZe have not dropped the map, and they're the best of 9. You have to beat those guys in 5. Good luck, have fun.
Luck, have fun indeed. Well, someone who has had fun and who probably has a fair bit of luck as well is on stage right now with Jess. It's your regular season MVP, it's Simp.
Thank you so much, Miles. That's right, we are here for your Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. Give it up for your regular season MVP, Simp. MVP. All right, so Simp, you guys have absolutely owned Empire this year. I mean, did you know going into it that if you clutched that S&D that you would win the series?
No, not exactly. I mean, we take every series map by map, but we didn't know having a 2-0 lead is especially winning a 5-5 like that, it's a big advantage mentally just going into map 3.
I gotta get your thoughts on Cellium. I mean, he popped off. He had 5,400 damage in that hard point. He was in the zone. What do you think about him?
That's my guy, MC. You know, he's an MVP candidate for a reason. He's the best flex in the game by far, and I'm just super glad to have this unit on my team.
So you are just 1 match away from the title. What are you going to be focusing on as you wait to find out your opponent?
We just need to make sure that we're playing with our confidence. I think after Major 5, we've really found our stride in hardpoint, and it's been showing. And as long as we're just trusting each other and just playing our hardpoints as we're doing, we're going to fry everybody.
One more quick question before I let you go. Yesterday, we asked you if you guys were winning the title here at Champs. What do you say to that now?
Yes.
Love it, love it. Give it up one more time for your MVP, Simp. Let's go back to the casters.
Thank you so much, Jess. And I mean, I'd be feeling pretty damn confident if I just 3-0'd Empire like that. I mean, look, yes, we're going to win. That's absolutely what any player would say here. But you kind of believe it a little bit more when Simp says it after a performance like that. Man, what a show. Dallas, where do you think they go from here? I mean, what do you think they address after that performance?
I mean, I think you just talk things over. It's a mental game through and through for all these teams. Even Simp talked about it, right? They just came off of the worst loss of his career that he's ever had in Stage 5 because of how goddamn good his career has actually been. How do they respond? Haven't dropped the map so far. They responded in kind, their mentality on point.
Our Scuff player of the game, though, is going to be going back again to that Search and Destroy. That round 11 was so incredibly close. And again, for FaZe, what a round to win.
In this entire thing, right, if you are just off by a tiny little bit against FaZe, they are going to pick you apart. He was weak going into this. They tagged him up with the nades, but they can barely connect with bullets. And again, slightly off, he's going to drop you, take you down. He's doing things like that in round 11. There's a good reason he's letting them know.
Fired up indeed. There we go. We will see our first of two grand finalists now waiting for the 2021 CDL Championships. Upon our return, we got more Call of Duty. It's Lando, Nameless, and Standy on the desk.
Legendary. I'm legendary. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I'm legendary. You know. You know. Let's go. Out of the dust, a legend is born. Born for the game, born for the throne. Up from the ground, and out of the gates. I am the storm, I am the thunder, I am the eye of the hurricane. Yeah, cause I'm the only one that's born for...
Alrighty, Galen Center. How about that last match? A quick 3-0 out of Atlanta FaZe. I think a majority of us expected that one to be much closer than it ended up being, but a nice 3-0 in the books for the Atlanta FaZe, as now they sit in the wings now in that grand final here at Champs. Let's go and take a look at our bracket. Obviously, FaZe off of the 3-0 versus Empire. And now it's time to find out who is going to meet Atlanta on Championship Sunday. Is it going to be Ultra? Is it going to be Røkkr? Is it going to be Empire for a rematch? We have truly no idea. The only thing that we know, guys, is that Atlanta FaZe are absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
That was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Nameless, your reaction on that series, my friend?
I guess Ben Nissim was right, and at the last major, FaZe trolled. Because when they came out here, they just look insane. You know I picked Empire to win that series. I wasn't expecting FaZe to look this much better, but wow, they were on a mission. Every single player on the team just going off. But Simp, the special one, the MVP, when you have a guy who can go out there and do anything on the map, pick up any weapon, and just absolutely dominate, complemented by the rest of the guys on this team, the best in their respective roles, they can just come out and dominate you. And that's what they just did versus Empire in every regard.
Yeah, that was just a great series from FaZe, man. To start off that first map, it was just a combination between Simp and Cellium. Like, Cellium almost threw up 6K damage. He was a man on a mission that map. But I knew this one was going to be a grueler series. It just all came down to if Dallas can pull off either the first map or the second one. The second one in the Search and Destroy goes all the way to a 5-5, and for some reason, they're giving up a free B-bomb plant. That really doesn't make any sense to me, and eventually, it cost them the series.
Well, I mean, it's fair to say, FaZe off the rip, they set the tone. I mean, what, it was like a 250 to like 100-point victory. We were talking about different players going off. You guys were showing me basically the scorecard after the entire match was over. You got players at 1.5, 1.6 KDs, but it was the way that they really kind of set the tone off the start that they pretty much just carried that momentum moving forward. But and specifically talking about that hard point, and you got some analysis to break down. What'd you see, my friend?
Yeah, so usually on Garrison hard point, it's all about the very end of that first rotation. When you're able to get a good chunk of time off of that P5 and you chain it to this P1, this is where it gets scary because the lead is just starting to grow for Atlanta FaZe. Dallas Empire know they cannot give up a good chunk of time here because they're basically be down 100 points. But right here, I just feel like they get way too aggressive towards the middle of the map. That's going to be 2, make it 3 down, and then the last player in Vivid is going to die. 25 seconds on the clock. You need to make sure you're thinking big picture, thinking about that P2 hard point. But unfortunately, they flip out, and that's where Atlanta FaZe were able to get the remaining time off of this P1 and then chain it to a full 60 on P2. The lead just got too absurd too quickly.
Yeah, and notice it just seemed like it was chaotic on the side of Dallas Empire, especially in the comms right there, because they didn't have anybody holding bricks or pushing up towards green, trying to set up traps in order to break the hill. It was just really sloppy out of them, and a moment where they really needed to prioritize that next hill because it got out of control from then on out.
Yeah, and absolutely got out of control. What I'm looking here, Cellium and Simp plus 27 combined, and we're talking about what a team in the Dallas Empire who've looked absolutely insane up to this point. We talked about how their performance has totally turned around coming into this match. We expected really bigger and better things, but it was not just the hard point nameless, it was also the search and destroy.
Yeah, we're just going to take a look at that round 11. You see Simp get a big 2 kills, and it was crazy because the round right prior to that, you saw Simp was below here in bedroom when Crim was up top, and Simp didn't play confident there, right? Like, he ran away back towards mid to try to take the 2v2. Well, this round, he was like, you know what, screw that. It's round 11. I'm going to take the bull by the horns here. I'm going to push up. So he's the guy on the front lines here inside of Tiki, and they know that there's going to be a guy in there. They give up that bomb site, and now FaZe has it down. They're going to have to deal with Simp inside of Tiki, and he just gets a crazy 2-piece here. The nade comes out, sees iLLeY on the other side of it, wins that gunfight, then he turns and burns the next one. It's just an incredible display of talent. The captain here taking the reins, getting the big 2 kills to get them the dub in the game 2.
Yeah, your regular season MVP. I mean, he was getting loud, as we'll probably see it here in just a moment. Just the hype that he was having. You know, it's kind of, it's almost similar to like a Clay type of thing. You know, when we talk about the New York Subliners, like just the ability to get his team into it, you can see he's starting to step more and more into that role, really, as Champs begins to progress. And now, like we said, they are only 1 match away from basically doing exactly what they've been wanting to do all season long. All of the major championships, all of it has been in preparation for the big one. But it's fair to say, FaZe are, in fact, who we thought that they could potentially be. But now we have to focus our attention toward the elimination side, because somebody's going to have to face off against those dastardly Atlanta FaZe boys in the finals. Could it be Røkkr? Could it be Ultra? That's really what we're going to be talking about now. Who is going to be sent home in the Battle of the North? And I'll start off with you, Nameless, in regards to this one. What are you looking to see in the hard points? What are you looking to see off the rip specifically?
Well, off the rip, I believe the first map that they're playing is Checkmate, right? And that is a map that Toronto is extremely good at. So for Minnesota, it's going to be about containing the guy on rotations. What did we see out of Cammy in their last series on Checkmate? He was making huge plays on rotations. So the communication for Minnesota is going to have to be there. And then also on the side of Toronto, I want to see CleanX start off a little bit hotter. We talked about it in the pregame show. His hardpoint performance has not been there. He's had the engagements, but individually not performing that well. So maybe pick up in the slaying and damage department, and they'll be all right.
For me, the biggest thing for me is just the fundamentals. When you're coming into a match like today, you know how big this one is. This is the one that's going to be able to give you some momentum to try to go longer throughout the weekend. So I'm looking at the fundamental plays to minimize those little mistakes, because I feel like the last time these two teams matched up on a map like Checkmate, Toronto, they had favorable spawns for that P4, but then they were too aggressive and they just flipped the spawns without even noticing.
Yeah.
So in a match like this where the energy is going to be high, the fans are going to play a big part in this, I just want the fundamental plays to be there. To make sure you're not trying to do too much on the map, just do what you need to do for your team.
Yeah, and I mean, you and I both experienced that yesterday when we talked about the Toronto Ultra specifically, regardless of the crowd, regardless of the way that things were going, when it was a crazy control round, what do they do? The very next hard point, they go by like 100 points. It's just all around composure from this Toronto team, and we know that Minnesota has got composure in their veins as well. But, you know, guys, we started off the show talking about predictions, and I'm going to give you guys a chance to jump ship if you want. I mean, you guys went what? You went Toronto Ultra, you went Toronto Ultra. I went Minnesota Røkkr. I went with the fans. I went with Minnesota. Anybody want to jump ship?
Okay, so I'm going to stay with Toronto for this series. But I thought you were going to ask me if I'm going to change my pick to win it all. And I got to be honest, after seeing what FaZe did, I got to go with FaZe to win this whole thing. Right? Like, they have
you too?
Oh, yeah, I said it from the beginning. I just think that FaZe, that Major 5 was such a wake-up call for them. So far, they're a 6-0 map count here, looking absolutely insane.
That's right.
So it's going to be really difficult to take those guys down.
It absolutely is. As we said, they are perfect to start the Atlanta FaZe. But like we said, we have got the Battle of the North still to come. Who is going to be eliminated? Who will move forward to face off against the Dallas Empire? Legendary. We are about to find out. It is a rematch of our Stage 5 Major. What's going to go down? We will find out right after the break.
I'm legendary. You know, let's go. Out of the dust, a legend is born. Born for the game, born for the throne. Up from the ground, and out of the gates. I am the storm, I am the thunder, I am the eye of the hurricane. Yeah, cause I'm the only one that's born for this shit. Cause I am mythic, I was made for this shit. They feeling the rumble when I make you quake. Out on the earth, up from the bottom, onto the top, making it shake, yeah. I'm taking the crown, that's why I came. Cause I came to reign, know the name. Nothing can stop me, I can't be contained. I was born ready, I'm legendary. I'm legendary. Notorious, victorious. I'm legendary. Written in stone, history's made. I came to rule, I came to play. Out of the rubble and out from the dirt. This is my rise, this is my time, this is my birth. This is my legacy, I'm made for this shit. This is my moment, I was born for this shit. I make it rumble when I show my grit. I am the raw, I am the real, I am the strong, I am the great, yeah. I'm taking the crown, that's why I came. Cause I came to reign, know the name. Nothing can stop me, I can't be contained. I was born ready, I'm legendary. Yeah, I'm legendary. I'm legendary.
So now, Charles, we're finally here at Stage 5, the last stage here in the 2021 season. And OpTic, everything's looking pretty good so far. They have a really decent start to the stage.
OpTic in Stage 5, like, completely on point. Their gameplay starts coming together. You take down FaZe. If you could beat the best team in the world, that is when you know OpTic is on point. But even guys like Scump and Envoy, and Scump especially, has, like, evolved his gameplay. His S&D stats completely bonkers, the things that he has started to do. They have proven to themselves that they can beat the best team in the game. Now it's about just executing that at a major, but by God, did they look good in the group stage.
OpTic, they get their win in the series. You can see the boys are fired up about that one.
And now it's on to the actual major itself. OpTic's gameplay is looking great. They're starting to peak at the right time. All the usual suspects are looking really strong. Dallas looking good, coming off the back of second place in Major 4. And we've got fans. But little did we know this was going to be the most unforgettable major by far, Chuck.
And it was like a game of one-upsmanship as well, because like things start off and like Minnesota Røkkr starts beating the best teams in the game one by one and sending them losers. Seattle's working watching their way through losers, how impressive they are on LAN, and then we're like, oh, so now they have to play against FaZe. That sucks for them. Turns out, no, it doesn't. They beat FaZe, knocked them out after the year that those guys have had. I mean, that might be one of the most unpredictable series of all time.
That grand finals was unforgettable, man. I mean, this was a 5-map comeback. This is one of the greatest comebacks we'll ever see, ever. Nothing compared to Full Sail. You can't compare like FaZe versus OpTic, you know, the comebacks there. Like, this is truly one of the most amazing moments in COD history, bar none. We may never see anything this great ever again. We might have peaked.
It is something that, by the way, solidifies Attach as the most clutch Call of Duty player in history. I mean, he's got the 1v3s running through artilleries. He's got the 0-3 comebacks from years ago. Everyone knows in the 1v1s that he is the Reaper in those situations. But now he's got that 0-4 comeback just to make sure there is no argument. There's a clutch player we haven't got.
Fans, they were unforgettable. The roar of the crowd, the electricity of having people in the venue again. It reminded all of us of like why we're doing this. The energy was incredible. Green Wall fans screaming. It was truly an event to be remembered.
Here we go, people. The Battle of the North is about to go down one more time. But this time, the stakes could not be higher. Welcome, everyone. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and we got ourselves a great game because I don't know if you guys remember a certain historic Stage 5 final matchup between Minnesota Røkkr and Toronto Ultra. Well, folks, we're running it back, and it is going to be a good one. So let's go ahead, bring out your first team, the Minnesota Røkkr. With their powers combined, welcome the Minnesota Røkkr! The current kings in the north as they defeated the Toronto Ultra at their last meeting at the epic, historic Stage 5 final in a reverse sweep. Could history repeat itself again here today? We'll have to find out. We'll have to wait and see. This Minnesota Røkkr team coming off of a few big wins here against the Thieves, against the Subliners. But now the question that is on everyone's mind, can they do it again against a very game Toronto Ultra? Now let's go ahead and bring out their opponent from the 6. It's Toronto Ultra.
Me, the cheap friends these days. I don't put my trust in on, but the teammates. Boogle, no taking no recess, no beaches. The THC till we make it proper. Kim is to be the best and feed the
10 seconds left, nades are up and about. Bams gets the kill, but now it's Kenny, he's able to play his life. From Toronto, all 5 in a row. Why is Clayster still alive? Why has no one unit? Inside now to save the day. There it is. The trap's still set. But a kill box. They can't get out right now. They go to the other side. Inside there with an easy 6.
To be the best and feed the rest. Cause need a little bit of knowledge.
And welcome to the stage, the Toronto Ultra. Looking to right the wrong from the Stage 5 major, this squad has been looking dangerous here at the Galen Center all throughout Champs Weekend. And even though they lost in a very close matchup between the Dallas Empire, they have looked strong against OpTic Chicago, and they are looking to look strong here as well against the Minnesota Røkkr. Your roster, you got Bance, you have Cammy, you have Cleanex, and Insight. Once again, the Toronto Ultra. But now, it is time to start this matchup. Loser goes home, winner moves on. Are you ready, Galen Center? Let's get right into it and send it over to your casters. It's Maven and Murph.
Thank you, Alex. Let's get it going. I'll tell you what, the intro video for Ultra, it's awesome. Bance has got this, kind of John Wick thing going, like the purple assassin, but you look at the history of Call of Duty, there is one assassin. Attach the assassin. Like that, the clutches he has had, the plays he has made, that final at Major 5 was one of the more spectacular moments we have seen in Call of Duty esports. Are we prepped for more?
I hope so, right? I mean, we obviously just had that 3-0. It was a quick one, but these two teams, when you talk about how good they are at every single game mode, you expect it to go the distance. But sometimes you never know. But the crowd, they're rooting for the Minnesota Røkkr, that is for sure.
Well, let's get into our game fuel keys to victory. We're going to kick it off with Toronto Ultra. Joe, if they're going to close it out, if they're going to get the dub this time around, how's it going to happen?
Well, first things first, you got to control the hard point. I mean, you look at the loss 0-2 versus Dallas. You look at the win 2-0 versus OpTic. I don't think it has to be 2-0 every single series, but again, we always talk about them being around 50-50. Cammy needs to be the playmaker that we saw yesterday. When they were put in a bad spot, he got them out of it. And Cleanex just find a bit more consistency in those respawns. Hard point control here at Champ's not the best so far.
Yeah, we were surprised when we were looking through the stats. Like, Cleanex has been getting beat up a little bit so far, which, you know the skill ceiling for him. You know how ridiculous he can be, but he hasn't been that this weekend. If they're going to win this thing, he's got to get back to that form where you're looking at it and you're like, he's the best player on the map.
Well, I mean, he's had high impact plays, absolutely. We've seen it, especially in Search and Destroy. That's where he's been great, but respawns, if they want to control the map, yeah, you're looking at him.
100%, but now to our game field keys to victory on the other side of it. Røkkr, Joe, take me through it.
Well, I mean, you got to come out and, well, have a better map one. You do not have the cushion of a best of 9, right? You can't go down 0-4 and make a comeback. And then Standy, he's the difference maker. The first 4 maps of that Stage 5 final, look at that, minus 23.69. The last 5, he had a 1.44. So the turnaround there, huge. And then MajorManiak is coming off one of his best series, plus 34 versus NYSL. If he plays at that level, they win this series. Now, he doesn't need to play at that level. Yeah. He doesn't need a 1.6, but he could not get smoked by Insight and Cammy.
Yeah, he does, though. They're winning. Yeah. I totally agree. But I walked in with Standy and Attached today when we got here, and I was just like, I just remember it's not best of 9. Like, you don't have 4 maps to throw and then pull off this comeback. You've got to get into it earlier. But as we look at the maps and modes, what shocked us about the final is we just saw Ultra light up a checkmate hardpoint. Then a cold Røkkr has to come in, play a checkmate hardpoint, and they get annihilated. It's a bit different this time, and that is a good map for Røkkr.
Yeah, I mean, it's 250-34 was the map one from the final.
Yeah, uppercut, laid out.
All 5 of these we saw in that final. The only one Røkkr were able to win was map number 2, that standoff Search and Destroy. But, as you said, it's not the first match of the day for just one of these teams. It's the first match of the day for both of them.
I think that's a big difference, 100%. But, yeah, I guess maybe you feel all right if you're Ultra, though, and you think 4-5, we won, considering they just won the first 4.
I would say so.
Yeah,
I'd take that.
I would think you're like, hell yeah.
Well, you know these guys want to rewrite that history, right?
Yes.
They want to just have us forget about that major and focus on champs of where we beat them.
Now,
that's really the goal.
Unfortunately for them, not a goddamn person on the planet's going to forget about that final because it was one of the most unbelievable things in the world. But how do you get through it personally and mentally? Yeah, you come out and beat them here. You get that revenge if you're our Ultra. Or the Røkkr have a few more tricks in the bag as we continue on. It's championship weekend, match 2 of 3 on the day. To kick it off, FaZe lit it up. Now, what will we get between Ultra and Røkkr? Let us get started. You just got to think, so much on the line for these two teams, but Ultra, man, you got to want to bring it back so bad from that utter collapse at Major 5.
Well, you know, they want another shot at FaZe, right? I think they're one of the teams that plays FaZe the toughest, so if they can go to the distance, right, they're going to play another match right after this. Could be a great final, but the goal here, yeah, get done with this first series.
Well, Røkkr, no points yet, but I got a feeling they're probably going to score more than 30, or whatever it was the last time they played. 34, thank you. That's the number I needed. But it is a good start for Ultra once again. You still retain those right side spawns. Spawning out will be Ultra. Into the point for the contest. Go Røkkr as Standy looks to find that rhythm and flow on the map. One of the most impressive rookies that we have seen. Cammy up the bat, knocked out of the park. Next man up, unfortunately, the angle to the corner. That'll be Cleanex that is able to find the kill. just keeping an eye on that mini-map to see the spawns, trying to push forward, make the influence, is going to be Clean X, as he's got a one-on-one here with Major.
That's the flip right there. You see all 4 players starting to get pushed up right now if you're Toronto Ultra. An opportunity to blow this lead wide open. We just saw them do it yesterday against OpTic. Just trying to find that early lead, but in the back is Standy, able to find one. Does get cut down. Does he buy enough time for his teammates to get there? But the close spawns go the way of Toronto Ultra. Objective done. A perfect start for them.
It's unbelievable how fast it can happen. Like, it's like Røkkr have that right side spawn the entire time until the time that it matters most. Ultra, they make the pounce, they make the plays, they go in. And okay, well, maybe we are on the verge of a blowout. I know it's early, but the lead growing 50-2 right now, favored to Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, and then look at the top right. I mean, you're 2-9 from Attach and Priestahh. You need those 2 to step up. Attach was so good in the final, even from the start, even when they were down 0-4. Attach was leading the way. We know how clutch he is. We know how good of a player he is, but he's got to start turning it up here as well. The last couple of seconds going to go the way of Ultra. They're going to have a solid lead, but 3, 4, and 5, Røkkr can start to bring it back.
And I know you talked about, like, Røkkr, you know, you always believe in each other after doing something like that, the final, but does that hold a little bit more true, especially against the team you did it against?
Yeah, like, we know what we need to do to beat these guys.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. To the next hard point we go. A flurry of kills around it, but it's still going to be Clean X with playing control, and we spoke to the respawn struggles for him this weekend. No struggles here, triple positive. 4 in a row, lighting it up, looking reminiscent of that Major 5 finals Attach. We will see you later. Killing spree up for Clean X is the tissue, an issue. Once again in the plane, pop it off for the squad.
Well, what did they do again on that rotation from second over to P3? They flipped the spawns for P5. That's what we talked about yesterday, how good they were at that hill. And early on, they flipped those spawns to set up the success of that hill. 90-6 so far. They're finding some points, and while Røkkr, they need to get going here soon.
Ultra doing their best to rewrite history after that Major 5 final. An incredible start here, up 90, looking to rock, looking to roll. Let's go to a listen-in with Toronto Ultra.
Take our time. You go back. I'm about to go all the way around, you know. I'm doing it. I'm going all the way around, okay? I'm just waiting. Was we top playing? Yeah. Touch, one shot. No trophy, Toby. Under left wing. Nice, Toby, play left, Toby, that's one in. Well played, Toby. Nice, Standy was under left wing, Toby. Underplaying, Jamie. Play through right, bro. To left, low left, it's one top lane, top left. Yeah, shoot my top. Yeah, I'm watching top, Get under. Standy might be on the street. He's gonna be top plane, I'm coming. Where Standy is. He was low left and one was top left. Stack time. Attach dead. Top left, dead. Look for Standy.